Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the Court of the Edijester. Good people, how are we doing? Now we're starting the Warrior Teacher Programme again in June. We've got a new start in June. Details will be up shortly. Please do come and join us. Other than that, if you can buy me a coffee, but like, subscribe and share. That's what helps the algorithm. We can keep getting the message out there and keep this strong resistance that we've got going, which is the most exciting bit of all. But what have I got for you today? Well, this is very interesting and I think important. I'm coming to you from the US of A. Oh, say, can you see? Judge grants Detransitioner's lawsuit against doctor to proceed in court. Sufficiency allegations. Prisha Mosley accused her doctors of pushing gender-affirming care onto her as a teenager. Now, this case, if one, could have reverberations around the world, and this is the kind of case that we're waiting for, really, you know, to give them a good old kick in the nadgers, right? Detransitioner, Prisha Mosley, and Prisha has been speaking for some time about this, and her lawyers won a significant legal victory earlier this month for a case against gender-affirming healthcare providers. The Independent Women's Forum, where Mosley works as an ambassador, shared documents with Fox News Digital on Thursday that revealed Mosley's lawsuit will move forward despite the defendant's motion to dismiss. The court has determined as a matter of law that the allegations of a plaintiff's complaint treated as true are sufficient to state a claim upon which relief may be granted. North Carolina Superior Court Judge Robert Irvin wrote, Mosley's case is the first detransitioner lawsuit that has been allowed to proceed to court, according to her attorney, Josh Payne. The first. This is important. This is the first substantive ruling that we are aware of in which a court has held that a detransitioner's case against her healthcare professional is legally viable. Now, that's very important, that choice of wording there. Legally viable, which means it has a possibility of success, that it actually is something that needs to be decided by the courts. Very interesting. Legally viable. We are honoured to represent Prisha as she pursues justice for herself and her family and tries to prevent what happened to her from happening to others, Payne said in a statement. Mosley remarked, I am grateful that the court has recognised my case has merit. The legal process can be daunting. I'm encouraged by the court's ruling in my favour and I'm determined to see the case through to a final victory. Go, Prisha. Go, Prisha. Get 'em. Go get 'em. Young people struggling with their mental health, like I was, deserve better. That's exactly what Cass was about the provision of better mental health care, and that's exactly what Peru are up to. Better mental health care. Get this bloody surgery off the damn table. That sounds like a pun. Get this surgery off my table. Get the surgery off the table. It's got to go. For everybody, by the way. Get it done. They do not deserve to be lied to, says Prisha about young people, and misled into life-altering medical procedures. They aren't medical procedures, Prisha. They're grotesque experiments with a 100% failure rate. Sorry, love. I still think you're fab. Right? They need compassion, support. They do not deserve to be lied to. And the medical procedures only cause harm, says Prisha. Mosley sued multiple doctors and health facilities on 7 counts of fraud, facilitating fraud, breach of fiduciary duty rising to the level of constructive fraud, civil conspiracy, medical malpractice, negligent infliction of emotional distress, and unfair and deceptive trade practices. This has got to come to the UK. We've got to get them all, but of course the problem is we've got the NHS. It'll have to be different now with these lunatics that have been involved in this. Judge Irvin granted the defendant's motion to dismiss the charges of breach of fiduciary duty, medical malpractice, and negligent infliction, and unfair and deceptive trade practices. The charges of fraud and civil conspiracy still stand. Now, civil conspiracy, that's a big one. Mosley filed her original lawsuit back in July 2023, accusing her doctors of encouraging gender transition as she was treated for multiple mental disorders. They told me that changing my body to look like a boy's body would cure my mental health problems. They told me that injecting large amounts of testosterone into my female body would be good for me. They also encouraged me to undergo surgery to remove my healthy breasts, Mosley wrote in a Fox News op-ed. Over the past few years, multiple detransitioners have filed lawsuits against their medical providers for allegedly pushing gender-affirming care onto them at a young and vulnerable age. In December, one detransitioner announced a lawsuit against the American Academy of Pediatrics, claiming it prioritised politics and ideology over children's safety, health, and well-being. Well, I can do nothing other than, I'm sure, as you will, wish Prisha all the luck and the best legal advice that she can get in what will be a very important court case for the US and also globally as we push forward back against this cult. People must be held responsible. People who are at the top, who allowed this to happen, must be held responsible. So, for example, we need to take a look at James Palmer in the NHS. We need to take a look at, what's his name? Brady. We need to take a look at Brady in the NHS. Who are these men? What power have they had? Who gave them that power, i.e. where was it derived from? And what did they do with that power once they had it? There must be no way that this continues. We've shut the front door with Cass. It's time now to shut the back door. And like other terrible things, in time, trans will simply disappear. Young women encouraged to take their breasts off. That sits in my throat. It's like a lump. Horrible. Anyway, you go do you. All right, and I'll see you later. Tar tar.